there's a lot that can go wrong. We go out there hoping it doesn't, but there's a lot that can go wrong. Whether it's a simple speeding, you get stopped for speeding, or your brake light is out, or there's a lot of things that could turn real ugly as we see out here a lot of times. So you hope to come home and not have the world to be under your roof. Everything you deal with out there, you hope that you come home to a person that is not bringing what's out there in the house. This is a place you want to be able to just breathe easy, smile, laugh. You don't want to deal with the stuff that you deal with out there.
I do want to talk about peace, right? I ran across this slide that I'm gonna put up that says when men say they want peace in a relationship, that doesn't mean he wants a quiet, submissive woman. That means he wants you to be reasonable, to listen after he listens to you, show patience and understanding. I don't understand why it's so hard to get. So I do want to go ahead and talk about that. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Hank first. I think he might be good to go with this one first. When a man says he wants peace, that doesn't mean he wants a quiet, submissive woman. What are your thoughts, sir?
Mm. Well, look, I know my lady's upstairs right now watching this, and I had to share this with her. Ow! And I hope she's listening. So, with that being said, yeah, I mean, sometimes a man just needs his moment. What is right when he get home from work, he needs to compress. He doesn't want to sit in the car. You know what I'm saying? Because he feel like he's maybe still in the work mode. He just want to come into a quiet place in his home and just relax and kick his boots off and just chill. You know what I'm saying? Sip on a shot of a Wolf of Reserve or with him Coronas. Whatever his drink of choice is. He just want to max out and be quiet. And be at peace for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Just to chill, to let whatever happened at work go. You know what I'm saying? Get ready to deal with whatever he has to deal with at home. But he needs that moment. And allow the man to have his peace by just, stepping back, assess the situation, ladies. See what's going on, how he's moving, how he's talking, how he's not really interacting with you right as soon as he come in. Yeah, that needs to be a sign. You need, okay, take notes. Take mental notes. Okay, he needs some time. He'll let me know when he's ready. Because he's going to say, hey, baby, how you doing? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just blow past you like that. But, I got a lot of stuff on my mind. But, you sneak up behind her, give her a big hug and a kiss on the neck, let her know, hey, I'm here for you. How was your day? And that's what we'll do. We have no problem with that. But there's going to be times where we need a moment. You can't just come in there and just unload right at that moment. I know, ladies, I know y'all want to get it up off your chest. I understand. But give that man a moment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all lady. Y'all know your husbands. You know your mans or whatever your relationship status is. You know what he's going through because he shared it before. He told you. He let it be known. Man, I work at a high stress place. I'm having moments I'm just gonna need just to relax. Can you give me that? And hopefully she respects that boundary. You know what I'm saying? And give you that piece you're looking for. Matter of fact, only time she should come in and say, baby, you want another shot? Or can I put a little ice on your drink? Or you need another beer? Or would you like another bottle of water? And then after you say, he'll let you know, yes, I would. Give me another shot. You go take his glass, fill it up, get back to him, give him this moment. And he might, as soon as you come back, he might say, hey, come on over. Sit down, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? And then he's ready to let it be known what's going on, what he's feeling. But give that man his time to get, to think about whatever he's dealing with. And he'll share it with you as long as you make yourself a vulnerable so he can be vulnerable with you. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different issue right there. Make yourself, leave yourself open to be vulnerable with the man, and you make him be vulnerable with you. So, yeah, give that man his peace, man. You'll appreciate it later on in life, I promise
you. All right. I'm going to go to Jay next. Let me put the slide back up there again. When a man say he wants peace in a relationship, that doesn't mean he wants a quiet, submissive woman. That means he wants you to be reasonable, to listen after he listens to you, to show patience and understanding. I don't understand why it's so hard to get. Come on, Brother Jay, what are your thoughts about it? When a man says he wants peace, it doesn't mean he wants a quiet, submissive woman.
I think what it means is, to me, I feel like is a disconnect between men and women from what it used to be, because I always feel like there was a time where a black man came home, or a black man and just black men in general out in the world, when we walk out of our front doors, there's a lot, the stakes are high, there's a lot that can go wrong. We go out there hoping it doesn't, but there's a lot that can go wrong. Whether it's a simple speeding, you get stopped for speeding, or your brake light is out, or there's a lot of things that could turn real ugly, as we see out here a lot of times. So you hope to come home and not have the world to be under your roof. Everything you deal with out there, you hope that you come home to a person that is not bringing what's out there in the house. This is a place you want to be able to just breathe easy, smile, laugh. You don't want to deal with the stuff that you deal with out there. You get stopped by the cops, you don't want a woman that's arguing with the cops amplifying it, because the stakes are higher. When we do something, even if the cop is 100% in the wrong, you don't want a woman that's going to amplify that situation. That's not peaceful. You know what I'm saying? That's something, because we're going to be punished. I know y'all see these videos where a woman and her boyfriend are arguing, and the dudes that they're arguing with, they're mad at the woman, but they can't lash out on the woman. So what they do, they whoop her boyfriend's ass. So he could just got a free ass whooping because of his female, wanted to run her mouth to these dudes. Stuff like that. That's not peaceful. So you want to deal with somebody that understands what the world looks at you as, and they're compassionate about that. you know I guess that's the best way I could explain it. Somebody that understands your plight.
All right.
And Jay, can I elaborate a little bit more on something I was saying, if you don't mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Another thing is, when a man is listening to you, be willing to give him that same space. Reading it or going over it again made me think about something, JL. So if I'm going to be peaceful and quiet enough to hear you out, hear what you got to say, I need that same respect. So the whole time you was talking, I didn't say a word. To a point you don't even think I'm paying attention. And I can ramble off everything you just said to me, because we're listening. We're paying attention. We're doing exactly what you asked. I need you to listen to me. And that's what we'll do. But then we need that same respect. Because I'm the type dude, if I don't get that respect, okay, we no longer have this conversation, because you're not having it in good faith. Because I gave you the respect to listen to what you got to say, but you're not going to give it to me. Then I'm going to go and cut this conversation for it. If I'm on the phone, I say, look, I'm about to cut off this phone call because you're not listening to what I have to say. And if that's the case, you're being disrespectful for me. That's what I consider disrespect. So I'm going to cut this phone call short and I hang up. Or if I'm in person with you and we're having this conversation, you're not going to look, we're going to table this conversation, because it's obvious it's not the right time for you right now to talk, because you're not willing to listen. And if you're not willing to listen, it's not a back and forth. You're just trying to lecture me, and I'm not a boy.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. Because that kind of signals that they wasn't listening to understand what you had to say. Because to me, what I would like and prefer is, you say your piece, I listen, I say my piece, you listen, and then we bring it together and discuss and see what makes sense. If it was understanding on both sides, and then we make the most logical approach, response, whatever's needed in that moment. That's how I see it. But when you say everything that you're going to say, and then I start talking, and then you interrupt me, and then you blow up and disperse, it's like, that's a sign of disrespect for a man. Men don't really talk too much. I don't know too many men that really talk too much. They really trip about a lot of things. So when a man has something to say, and when he's speaking, it typically is something serious, something that needs to be heard. It's something that you probably need to go ahead and take in. It's like, oh, what do you got to say? Because men, like most men, don't trip unless they just a nagger, and then you got a whole nother situation. Communication is key, man, and it requires respect on both sides. So if that man is doing you that favor for the relationship is being calm, cool, and collective, and hearing you out, you got to be able to hear him out. Like Hank said, I agree.